Alright, hello everyone, my name is Tristan and welcome to my speedy review of the Scuf Prestige. And is it for you? Let's find out. So my overall opinions and thought on this controller is, well, it's amazing. I'm going to be honest, it feels great. The rubber grips looks amazing, feels amazing. The paddles are a little loud, no doubt about that, but I don't mind it because I wear a headset most of the time. But is it worth it for the price? For the price, no, I will not say it is worth it. But if you are a serious or pro gamer, then I will say it is worth it because the paddles, they do kind of give you an overall advantage. Me, just being an average player, I don't really see or feel the difference. It's just kind of nice to push these buttons instead of these ones up front and keep my thumb on the thumbstick. Now, design wise, if you're a person that really likes custom controllers or just designing it the way you like, well, they do have the Scuf website does have good options for custom shells, different color triggers, D-pads. Did I say triggers? Bumpers, everything. Even the black part of this controller here, you could change it to either black, gray, or red, and the paddles. But for just design and cosmetic purposes, is it worth the price? Again, no. But I will say it is a good controller. And just my overall thoughts on it is it plays amazing. I have not had any issues, like serious issues with it so far. So I feel like I got my money's worth. But the few cons I have ran into is every now and then this paddle here and this paddle here will for some reason swap buttons, like instead of this one being the button A, it'll be like B now, and then this one will be A, Y, X, whatever. I don't know why, but it just swaps every now and then, and it's just an easy fix because, well, they send you a tool to remap the button, so just have to stop what I'm doing, do this, remap it. Another con I ran into while adjusting this when I first got it was the hair triggers. I don't use them, but when I was adjusting it, you can't turn it in too much and try to have it like have the shortest stop possible because it will push the trigger and it will just automatically go over and over and over and over. It won't stop shooting until you loosen it just a wee bit. And my last con with the controller is the paddles, while they do feel amazing to press and they are really nice, and well, they kind of just add a nice little cosmetic addition to the controller, they feel like cheap plastic. Just it does not feel great, and it just feels frail and fragile, and like if I push too hard it's gonna break. All right, now on to the cons. I should have done those first, but to the cons, the things I really like the most is the 30-hour battery life because it has an internal battery, and all you have to do is just plug in the 10-foot micro USB cable they send you in the box. Another pro I like about this controller is they send you 2 extra thumbsticks you can actually use and exchange with whatever ones you got in your controller originally. Another pro I like about it is, well, again, the shell. I went with this design because you know what? It kind of looks nice and I like it. But Scuf just recently started selling separate shells for these. It's a bit of a bigger price, or for buying them separately, it's a bit of a bigger price because you're buying them separately instead of with a controller. But with the designs, I would say it'd be worth it if you want to change out your design every now and then. And my last con, which I feel like I should mention, is just while holding the controller, there is a bit of a learning curve from going with originally no buttons here in the first place, and it's a nice seamless just hold. It was a bit of a learning curve to learn to push these buttons or paddles back here instead of these. But again, the pro I'm trying to mention here is in the hand, it still feels ergonomic and super comfortable to hold. It's still a little weird having to use my middle or whatever fingers. I always use the middle. I don't use anything else. I always just move the finger over if I'm trying to press the other paddle. But it just feels ergonomic to hold still, and pretty comfortable. So now for an overall rating out of 10, because we're doing a rating out of 10. I'd give it a 7.5. I don't really like the cheap plastic feeling triggers or paddles here. The trigger stops, I don't like how I can't tighten it too much or it'll push the button. But I feel like the pros outweigh all the cons, and if you want to get into pro gaming or you seriously want a custom controller, I mean like design wise, and want to spend the extra money, then yeah, do it. But for the average player or the average consumer, I would not say get a Scuf Prestige because for the price, it's just not worth it. But if you're a pro gamer or you seriously want a cool design like this, you know what? Go for it. I'm not stopping you. All right, so that was my overall review of the Scuf Prestige. I hope you all enjoy. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.